Hey guys, welcome back to AWOI Gaming. This is Perry, and today we're going to be taking a look at my game of the year 2019. And without further ado, I have nothing but to say that it is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Now, if you're not familiar with the way we do things here at AWOI Gaming, look at video games in a way that they might be influential to the gamer, the gaming community, and also how we just love video games in general and how they can have a positive insight on everything that we do and how we can continue to become better people. With this one though, this is going to be nothing but a celebration of my game of the year, which is Smash Brothers, and we're going to take a look to see why it deserves to win game of the year this year of 2019, as this video is being uploaded the same day as the Game Awards, as we are celebrating games in general, as it is a good time to be a gamer, to sit back and enjoy the games that we've been anticipating for years to come, and to be able to sit down and play and have these conversations about video games and just engorge and having fun with nerdy hobbies. Yes, I sound like a geek right now, and I love it. Now let's get into Super Smash Brothers. Let's start with the gameplay. The gameplay in Super Smash Bros. Is just a simple fighting game that can turn chaotic very fast. And what I mean by that is that you don't have the traditional fighting health meter as you would, let's say, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, or Street Fighter. You don't see that in Smash Bros. Whatsoever, but instead you have a damage meter which tells you how much damage you take. And the higher damage you take during the fight, you have chances of being blown off the screen in different arrays, going onto the screen, going behind the background, blasting off into the far corner. It's a really fun sight to see, and it has me laughing every time I even go off the screen, because I had no idea, because half the time I'm too busy smashing buttons, hence the word smash, for controllers. It just makes it so fun that I don't even think about my damage sometimes. What's also cool is when it comes to these Smash battles, you get items in the game that help create more chaos. And that's what makes Smash different, is that it continuously creates items that makes it more chaotic. That's if you have them turned on. You can turn it off. That's completely up to you. That's gamer's choice. But if you're playing in a fun family manner night, I would suggest putting it on and just seeing the chaos that happens. Anything can happen with those items. You can have baseballs. You can see a hammer that makes you go crazy. You can see Pokeballs from the Pokemon series come out, and Pokemon come out to help you if you have them. But also, what the bread and butter to the actual gameplay is the fact that each character has their own Smash Ultimate. And what that is that they have their own ultimate move that can be used with anyone that's in the area. So if you see someone light up, do me a solid and move out the way. But if it's me, let me get you so I can have some fun. No? Okay, it was worth a shot. But if you really like the idea of fighting games, bringing something unique and different, Smash Brothers seems to be able to do that every time I play the game, for its ability to bring in new characters. And that is what Smash Brothers is. It's not just one genre of a particular game playing together. It's not just Tekken and you're just seeing Tekken people, or Mortal Kombat, you're seeing normal Mortal Kombat people. You are seeing what used to be nothing but Nintendo characters in one game fighting each other, which at the time I thought was weird, but it was still fun. But you're seeing a collection of different characters from different games come together to play in this one game. And that's what makes Smash Brothers so unique, because of its ability to put something to the side, companies to the side, and say, hey, we want to use your character. Is it okay? We want to put it in the game so like our fans can have fun and enjoy those matchups that they might have had. You know how those weird matchups that we always hear about, like Goku versus Superman? Well, what about Mario versus Link? Go on, let's do it. And from Nintendo 64 frame to Nintendo Switch, that has continued as more characters have been coming in. But what's so cool about the Nintendo Switch version of Smash is that every character that was in previous Smash games were included in this game. But the catch was it wasn't at the start as it was in the Wii U version of Smash Brothers 4. We had to work for those characters, and it started with the original 8. The original 8 are the ones that you start off with, and then what Smash likes to do is that a challenger approaches, and when that happens, you will have to fight that fighter, and if you beat that fighter, they join in on the party, meaning that you get to use that character, and it just continues to make the gameplay different as each character has their own different play style, which makes the game even richer for the fact that there's so many characters for you to choose from that the game always felt great and new and refreshing. Even to this day, as I'm playing the game still, it's still kind of overwhelming to pick who I want to pick. Just looking at this screen alone, going from that 8 to what is now 78 characters and counting, that I don't know who to pick sometimes. It's like, well, I want to play as Link, or I want to play as Toon Link. Oh, Toon Link's from Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That's cool that they put him in here. Oh, that's Solid Snake from the Metal Gear Solid games. I want to play that. Oh, wow, that's Richter from the Castlevania games. Man, they put in some video game royalty in this game, didn't they? And just the fact that the developers and franchise owners were like, you can willingly use these characters. Of course, I know it's for money purposes, but the fact that everyone was able to shake hands and say, let's do this for our fans, is great. Now, of course, you don't get all those characters at first as the challenge approaches, but there's multiple ways for you to get them. You go through 3 different phases. You can just fight and just continuously fight with your friends just to be able to unlock that way as a new character approaches. Or you can go through the story mode, which allows you to get every character as well. Or you can go through everyone's what is used to be called a classic mode, like where you would just go through stages, like you would say a tower in Mortal Kombat, and just be able to experience that character story that way. So there was a lot of different ways for you to unlock characters, and that's cool because it made you feel like, well, if you want to unlock the characters as fast as possible to play with friends, you have that option of to go through classic mode or just settle it in Smash and just fighting with your friends the entire time. Or if you want to go the long route and just play in the story, that is fine. It's your choice as a gamer to do that, and Super Smash Brothers did that throughout the entire time. You go at your own pace. It's a game to have fun with, and there was no problems with it whatsoever. What is cool about classic mode, though, is that each level's design is for that character. So if you're familiar with the Legend of Zelda series, at the end of its run, you're going to face Ganon. If you're going to go through Mario, at the end, you're going to face Bowser, and so on and so forth. And the level design in Smash is so fun, which also adds to the chaos because sometimes the stages move around and it makes you likely to take precautions in the way you want to attack other players or get to a certain item. It just adds to the attention of what to expect. And sometimes when I'm playing with my friends, I tend to commentate. It's just a fun, oh, they're making a wrong move. It's just a fun ability that I've seen in this game that makes it fun. You see worlds such as Green Hill Zone from Sonic. You see Pokemon Stadium If you remember that game, you remember the battlefield, it's there. If you are a fan of Star Fox, you see that battleground too. It's just crazy that not only did the developers give us the characters, but they also gave us what their characters famous for, their favorite levels. All of that came to Smash Brothers, not just a character, and it just made it even more enjoyable to select what appears to be like over 80 stages of places to go to. What's also cool is that if you're playing with more people, they have the bigger version of that stage. So if you're playing with 8 players, there's an 8-player stage. Playing with 4, there's that 4-player stage. So it's not as chaotic. But at this end of the day, it was still fun to see that the level design in the game was played out through the entirety of its mechanics. Now, don't get me started on the soundtrack because it's bomb and it has no reason not to be bomb. Let's just hear some of it for a while, shall we?
Every soul contains a whisper of light, growing louder as it calls to unite. From that distance sings a chorus of souls.
I don't know what it is about this soundtrack that makes me so anxious and giddy and like full of spirit. Just the fact that all of the games that were included in Smash has a soundtrack listening to of some of your favorite songs are there. It makes it so cool that you could just sit back and enjoy everything that happened in those games. It makes you appreciate just like jams out. You just have fun with it. The Lifelight song, the main theme song, has been stuck in my head for maybe a month or two for its inspiration that's behind it. Just the fact that there's always someone out there looking for help, and it's your job to help. Abby Trott's voice throughout the entire song is great. Just vocally, just gets you going, and like you hear the song as soon as you start up the game. That in itself makes me want to start the game every time just to hear it, or I find myself just continuously listening to it because it's just such an inspiration that I enjoy, that maybe I can learn to help others as we all try to become better people outside of the gaming world, as we all should be. Now, let's talk about this story mode that is 20 hours long, and at the beginning of the game you see all your favorite characters go forth and fight the magic hand that's been the main boss in every Smash game up to date. And blasts come and they all start to take over all your characters. Mario, Link, Yoshi, they're all being captured by these blasts of light. And then one person gets away that wasn't expected or has complaints about to this day. And that is Kirby. It is Kirby's job to rescue his friends. Of course, that's where the story mode begins, as you only get one character being Kirby, and you are collecting spirits, which helps gain your experience level so you can face some of the harder bosses later in the game. But along the way, you also collect your characters to be able to use in story mode, but also be able to play in just normal Smash. That's one of the ways to be able to play with all the characters, by collecting in story mode. Story mode in itself, being called World of Light, is great because it adds to the element of fighting in your story mode, and it makes you progress. And for 20 hours of going to collect all of your character friends, it's great. It's sluggish though, because at times it feels like you're waning and it takes forever to get to a certain point, and sometimes it might be challenging because you can't get through a certain boss fight or level. But the idea is to teach players how to play the game for later on. just to learn the different mechanics and see how weird Smash really is. Because once you figure out how weird Smash is, you enjoy it even more. You have scenarios where the stadium turns upside down and your controls are reversed. That is being taught through the story mode as well. It shows you that, okay, we can take this platform, turn it upside down, and make your controls different. How are you going to act as a player? You have to adapt to that. And that's what the game does by taking you in these different scenarios and making you a better player. And it makes you feel good once you get past that level and continue the story. Also, a story mode in fighting games, which is what everyone loves and wants to see, as it shouldn't just be about your basic 1-2 punch, fight, and be done. There's some story mode for people that love story. You can, once you unlock characters within World of Light mode, you can actually use that character in World of Light mode, which makes it different because you don't have to be stuck with Kirby all the time. It's a heroic game, so play as your favorite hero throughout the entire story if you feel that way. Trust me, the level designs and patterns and the experiences that you go through are great for the game, and it becomes addicting the more you play the story. You want to see it through the end, as it does get sluggish towards the latter half because you feel like you should just be wrapping it up. But once you get to that end and see those credits rolls, it makes World of Light so much great as a mode. You can play on easy, normal, hard. It's up to you if you just want to see the story for itself and see all the different designs and what the developers wanted you to do during the game. It's there for you to enjoy. If there was a Director of the Year award, I would say Masahiro Sakurai deserves it hands down. And he has every right to make Kirby the main protagonist in World of Light because, one, he directed Smash Brothers and helped create and design what can be placed in the game, and two, Kirby was his baby and it was the blueprint. If you were to play any of those games, you would recognize that the Smash meter in Smash Brothers actually comes from Kirby, as it fills up and you're able to do special attacks in the Kirby games the same way as you're able to do in Smash Ultimate. It is just so cool that Sakurai was able to bring that idea into this very game that's up for Game of the Year, and everyone enjoys it and appreciates it. Kirby deserves to be in there, as Sakurai created Kirby, he created Smash. Let him have his own time and let him be able to show off what he's able to do and allow you as the player to still be able to play as your favorite characters the more you unlock them and gain levels. That is okay in a video game, and Sakurai did it the perfect way. Now if you want it to be the collectible type in these games, that's cool. There's collectibles, there's a ton of spirits that to gain, as there are collectibles that you can use by playing this World of Light mode. And also there is a home run derby mode, just for fun, for many games. You probably get bored of smashing each other all the time. You could just home run derby and have fun that way. You see how it gets. It's just something different and unique that breaks the mode for you having to just play a fighting game all the time. There's so much for you to do and to collect. You can go back and play on hard mode and online tournament play. I wouldn't trust it with the lack of support because of the lag, but if you want to play online, there's more for you to go. If you don't have friends that want to play online, there's always a reason to play this game, and it makes it fun every time. It makes you learn how to use certain characters when you want to play competitively, or you can just sit back and collect everything. Hey, it's a video game. A lot of perfectionists, and Smash Brothers no different in that sense of you get all the spirits, you get all the murals, you get all the pictures. It's there. Enjoy. Go through arcade mode. The entire with everybody. All 78 characters. Do it. They all have their own. Just do it and have fun. What also makes this game great is not all the fact that this game has taken me so long to do that I was supposed to do a review for it last year when it came out. But I kept waiting for the new DLC to come out because it seemed like something different was happening every time a new character would approach you to gain their ability to play with that character. The game kept changing, and it was great. So after the 5th one that has yet to be dropped, what we don't even know about, I felt like it was a perfect time to do one after the 5th one dropped. But then Nintendo releases the statement that they're adding more after the Challenger Pass of the first 5. We're adding more characters too. We're still adding. So the continued DLC support for this game is what keeps the game fresh, as it keeps you on your toes of wondering who the next character is going to be. The first one was seen at the 2018 Game Awards for one of my favorite games of all time, Joker, from Persona 5. He made it onto the Smash scene. That was unique, and I wasn't expecting it. Then we saw Hero from Dragon Quest. Whoa, I still didn't expect that. We got Banjo-Kazooie, which everyone was anticipating, and he finally got onto the Smash scene. The game kept evolving. And then we got Terry from the Fatal Fury. I've never actually played that game, but from what I've played with him in this game, he is pretty OP, and I like it. Now, the last one, we're expecting it to be dropped today, here at the Game Awards. If it does, it just shows that there's more to the game, and it's not dying, that the fan base still wants to play more Smash Bros. And that companies are still willing to allow their characters to come into the Smash scene. I remember reading an article a while ago from Blizzard saying that Nintendo can have any character from Overwatch that they want. Just the idea of even Blizzard, who was famous for their World of Warcraft game, in their own game of the year, in their own right, of not even having a story mode in Overwatch, to say they can go play in that game if they want any character they want. And that's just great that Smashers can be celebrated amongst everyone to have fun, in the sense that it brings everyone together, even just a couple hours, or just an hour or two, just to be able to have fun is what games should be about. And Smash delivers on that front on all terms, and to continue to add characters of your beloved minds, it's just great, because at the end of the day, some of these games I've never played, and it made me want to go play them. I remember seeing Hero and going, okay, I played a little bit of Dragon Quest before. I want to go play that, and go back and play some more. If a game has you have the idea you have to go play another game to understand this character, that game seems to have done its job, because the crossover is so big that you want to learn more about that character. And that's just great, because it takes you down a different path that you weren't expecting in your gaming mind. Normally, the way we review things here at AWOI Gaming is that we see how they can be looked at on an influential scale, going from not influential, potential, influential, and very influential. Well, for the game of the year, it is definitely very influential for the ability to bring people together and play on site and have a great time. Also, if you're a single player kind of person, you can play this by yourself and enjoy Smash. It can really become addicting just to be able to fight with different characters and learn different schemes, and just overwhelming of who to play with is great. Also, it has the ability to have people that don't play these kind of games come in and just have fun and just smash buttons and have fun with their friends. I literally had someone say like, I don't play these games. I only play Call of Duty. Which isn't a problem in itself that you play Call of Duty, but let's give it a chance. And by the end of the night, that person willingly wanted to play more Smash Brothers. If it does that job, then you know it's a good game on all fronts. It's up for the Game of the Year, and this is my Game of the Year. Not because it's a fighting game, but it's for its ability to bring people together and to have fun and to enjoy yourself and just settle it in Smash. I used to tell young kids, if you're having a problem with someone, just settle it in Smash. Because at the end of the time, you're going to forget about what you're fighting about and you're going to be having too much fun about it. And you're going to make up with that person afterwards. It seems to work. And I'm glad that they were able to squash that what beef kind of situation. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you feel like it. If you want to see more of my content, hit the little bell for notifications as whenever I post a video. And give me your thoughts on what you think your Game of the Year is, because like every game up for the Game of the Year is good and it's open right, and you get the right to choose and vote. Just enjoy your games. This is my Game of the Year. Not knocking any of the other games because I've played a few of them and I've enjoyed them, but Smash Brothers just couldn't get out of my head whatsoever. If you liked the video, please subscribe and just continue to have fun with your video games and enjoy as 2019 is coming to a close. And we're in store for more goodies as 2020 approaches, as new challengers approach for video games as well. Y'all have a good one. This is Perry.